Hi, okay, my name is Ariel Virk, and I'm doing my informative speech, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what my topic is, and my topic is based on the concept of how to involve psychology, clinical, and counseling with human trafficking, and preferably I would like to do it in India, so I want to be a little informative on the process of it, and first I would like to talk a little bit about human trafficking. Okay, so according to Global Initiative to Fight Human Trafficking, an estimated 2 million people are forced into labor and sexual exploitation as a result of human trafficking. Imagine little girls who are actually supposed to be doing their dance recitals and boys going to their sports games and cheering on their favorite sports teams. They should be doing this at this age, but they're forced into sexual exploitation, physical abuse, mental abuse, and it has so many psychological and physical repercussions that it's almost hard to grow up, and they've grown up way too fast in a world that was not meant to happen. And I just want to talk a little bit about human trafficking, and that it is actually today's global slave market. It's everyone's responsibility, I feel like, to increase awareness to it and to also address the problem and see what you can do in your own area of life expertise if you can donate to these people. While I might be weary of these statistics, I suggest looking up at my citations and reference. I've received information from sources such as Global Initiative to Fight Human Trafficking, UN Global 821 campaign, and projected based on repercussions of human trafficking victims in Europe concerning the London School of Hygiene and the Poppy Project and International Organization of Migration, which is called actually Stolen Smiles, and it's a project run by students who research the statistics of women in Europe who are human trafficked and the psychological and physical repercussions. The purpose of this is that often people underestimate the severity. I even underestimated the severity. Once I researched it and became really passionate about what the Lord has placed in my heart, I realized it's one of the biggest underground markets I've ever seen, and the statistics surpass drugs, surpass all those statistics. So let me start a little bit by human trafficking statistics, what it is, and the statistics of it. 1 Corinthians 3:17 states, "If anyone destroys the temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy." And if you're in Christ, your body is a temple, and you should protect it. And to tarnish that is sinning against what God has created for us as human beings. And so human trafficking means to put a person into a position of vulnerability. Mostly sexual exploitation, physical abuse, psychological abuse, which includes prostitution or other forms of sexual activities, forced labor services, or practices similar to slavery, servitude or removal of organs without consent, according to the United Nations of Office on Drugs and Crime. Some statistics of human trafficking include majority of victims range from 18 to 24, 1.2 million children are trafficked each year, and 95% of victims experience physical and sexual violence during being trafficked, and 32% are used to force economic exploitation, according to Global Initiative to Fight Against Human Trafficking. Okay, so my main point 2 is the psychological repercussions of human trafficking. I got this quote from the Stolen Smile, which was a project run by students of the London University, run by students to take statistics of the psychological and physical tolls that human trafficking has on women in Europe. And a Lithuanian woman trafficked to London stated, "I feel like they've taken my smile and I can never have it back. Therefore why it's called Stolen Smiles." And it's a summary report on the physical and psychological health consequences of women and adolescents trafficked in Europe. Women who have been trafficked experience physical and sexual abuse and have a sense of loss of freedom because their ownership of their body has been tarnished and it has been abused, and the average amount of servitude of sexual exploitation is about maybe 46 to 67 a day, serving people, and it just takes such a physical toll on the person as well and their body. According to Stolen Smiles Project, nearly 1 in 9 women were adamant that they were never free. And about 4 in 9 women said they were